every single day, business owners ask me the same question. It's always like the first thing that comes out of their mouth. What's the rate? What's the APR? I get it, right? We've been trained for 50 years to think the cheapest money is the best money. And if you get a low rate, congratulations, you've won, right? And if you get a higher rate, unfortunately, you've lost. But I want to tell you something that might sound crazy coming from an actual lender. The interest rate's the wrong metric. And I mean this seriously. If you are obsessing over the rate, you are missing the actual cost that is potentially killing your business today. And it's called the cost of delay. And we've just released the speed to capital index. And what we found in here is it completely flips the script on how you should think about borrowing. And it proves in today's economy, where supply chains are tight and labor is scarce, waiting for cheap money that doesn't exist is probably the most expensive thing that you could be doing. So let's look at the reality of the traditional path, right? So you go to your bank, you've been with them 10 years, and you're like, hey, I need the prime rate. Well, we map this out, right? Day one, you spend 4 hours digging up 3 to 5 years of tax returns. And by day 7, you enter this underwriting black hole. You're not hearing anything back. And day 21, hey, can we get some more documents? Sure, back to the drawing table. Day 45, maybe it goes to a credit committee. Guys, in a slow economy, maybe that's fine. That 45 days is a lifetime. So while you're waiting for some credit committee that you'll never even meet, your competitor is buying the inventory. They're hiring the key employee. They're locking in material costs before the tariffs hit. The bank is selling you on this low rate, but they're actually charging you in time. And time, like I always say, it's the one asset you can't refinance. All right, so let me show you the exact math. I want you to direct your attention, scenario A on page 6. So we modeled a contractor, and he had a chance to win on this massive $2 million government project. But to win it, he needs to secure the materials this week before the supplier raises his prices. All right, he needs $250,000. He needs 250 grand. So option A, he goes to the bank. Great rate, 9%. But he waits 50 days. And by the time the money hits his bank account, bid's closed. You missed out. And materials are 15% more expensive. So here's option B. He uses Cardiff. He pays a small premium for speed, but he gets funded in 6 hours. Now, because he moved fast, he won the contract. He secured the profit. The cost alone was maybe $10,000 more than his bank, but the profit from the job was $400,000. Had he waited for a cheap loan that he may not even have gotten, sure, he would have saved a little bit in interest and lost the ability to earn $400,000. So I ask you, what was the cheap loan? So if he had waited for the cheap loan, he would have saved a little bit in interest, but lost the entire $400,000. So I ask you this, was the cheap loan actually cheap, or was it potentially the most expensive money that he never got? And it's not just construction. I want you to direct your attention to scenario B. So this is a retailer, and it's Q4, right? This is the Super Bowl. Supply chains are backed up, holiday inventory hits the port, but the freight forwarder demands payment now to release the container. And if they don't pay in 24 hours, the goods miss Black Friday. Now, a bank line of credit increase takes 3 weeks on average. Cardiff funds it in the same afternoon he applies. So the speed didn't just save them a headache, it saved their entire Q4 revenue. The cost of delay there could have been catastrophic, right? This report proves that 9 out of 10 opportunities, paying a small premium for speed generates a higher ROI than waiting indefinitely for a discount that may never happen. Look, the old rules say, wait for the best rate. The new rule says, secure the asset, win the contract, and move fast. And listen, at Cardiff, we built our entire technology stack to solve your specific problem, right? We're using tools like Plaid to see your real-time cash flow. We don't need to see tax returns from a generation ago to know that you're salubrious and healthy today. And that's why, frankly, we can make a decision in minutes and fund you the same day. We're not trying to be your bank. We're trying to be your engine. Now, if you want to see the math, right? If you want to see exactly how the cost of delay is impacting your specific industry, I want you to download the Speed to Capital Index report and it can be found on cardiff.co under resources and reports. Guys, read the report, run your own numbers, and stop stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. Speed is the new currency. I'm William Stern. Let's get to work.